We can all agree that a movie running for over 2 hours is a long one. Not to talk of a movie running for over 3 hours, Canadian filmmaker James Francis Cameron, in an interview, explained why Avatar 2's runtime was very long, lasting for more than 3 hours. Cameron also talks about the Avatar 2 script that was discarded. Watch this video to the end for details on this. First up, James Cameron justifies the length of Avatar 2. The length of the impending Avatar sequel, Avatar: The Way of Water, has been justified by James Cameron. In an interview with Total Film, Cameron stated why the film's 3 hours and 10-minute runtime, credits included, was necessary to tell the developing tale, which features an ever-increasing number of characters. That length has drawn criticism from some, but Cameron claims it is necessary. Cameron said that the objective is to use emotion to present a story that is incredibly captivating. He then said that the new movie puts more of an emphasis on character, story, relationships, and emotion. Cameron said that in the first movie, they didn't focus as much on relationships and emotions as we do in the second movie, which is longer since there are more characters. More story is available for service. Additionally, there is a major time leap in the film. After the first movie was released 14 years prior, Sam Worthington's Jake and Zoe Saldana's Neytiri now have 5 children together. As a result, both the magnitude of the family tale in the film and the obvious scale of Pandora are larger than ever. Cameron said that people exclaim that a Disney family story is exactly what they need, but this family narrative isn't like that. He said that this is a family tale in the same vein as The Sopranos. Cameron previously disclosed that he and the movie studio, 20th Century Fox, disagreed about the length of the original Avatar. Cameron said that the movie's producers thought it needed to be cut down because there was too much flying on the Ikran, or Banshees, as they are known to humans. He then said that according to the exit polls and data collection, it seems that's what the audience enjoyed the most. He then continued by saying that there, he simply drew a line in the sand and declared, "You know what? He developed Titanic. They're now meeting in a brand new $500 million structure on their property. That was covered by Titanic. Therefore, he gets to do this." Next, James Cameron talks about the Avatar 2 script that was discarded. The Way of Water was not always Avatar 2. In reality, the sequel to the financially successful Avatar had a totally different premise in the beginning, and you will soon be able to watch the story unfold, just not in a movie setting. James Cameron opted against making Avatar: The High Ground into a motion picture after writing the 130-page sequel's script. The latest issue of Total Film, which has Avatar: The Way of Water on the cover, basically showed what Cameron said they were playing about. He and a group of writers were collaborating. They had numerous suggestions. It never quite fit into the boxes they kept attempting to herd it into, so they decided to finish it and then check to see whether it would make a good movie at a particular point. He said that it was about 130 pages. "Man, this is a terrific story," was the reaction. "It was a very interesting read." Cameron continued by stating that, however, it lacked one of those crucial aspects of sequels. Namely, it didn't delve far enough into the unexpected. It also didn't adhere to Avatar's rules adequately, which call for connecting us to the dream realm, which has a spiritual component that is difficult for us to fully express in words. It checked all the other boxes, but not that one. In the end, Cameron shelved the tale. Yet Avatar: The High Ground remained in people's minds. Cameron then explained that they came up with a strategy to rebuild the components that we needed to split between the first 2 sequels, and we relaunched it in a completely different way. In the end, a graphic novel was created, which will be released on December 6th, and covers the tale of the Na'vi between the first movie and The Way of Water. He continues by saying that there are some wonderful things in it. The Na'vi are engaged in zero-G bow and arrow combat. He then said that he would like to watch that movie, but the overarching narrative and thematic objectives he had in mind weren't sufficiently met. As a result, they're creating a Dark Horse graphic novel, and we would be able to witness the conflict that occurred between movies 1 and 2. Avatar 3, 4, and 5 have already averted James Cameron's worst sequel error. James Cameron's Avatar sequels may have already learned from the errors of his earlier attempts, in particular Aliens and Terminator 2: Judgment Day, which are regarded as two of the better movies in their respective film series, thanks to Cameron's genre-bending style and experimentation with fresh techniques, and are examples of sequels to established film franchises that stand out from the other movies. With Avatar: The Way of Water debuting on December 16, 2022, James Cameron is slated to create 4 Avatar sequels. Avatar received extremely favorable reviews from both critics and viewers after its 2009 debut, and it went on to become not only the most successful movie of that year, but also the most lucrative movie of all time. The stunningly spectacular planet of Pandora was created by Cameron using groundbreaking new techniques in motion capture and CGI. The movie tells the tale of ex-Marine Jake Sully, played by Sam Worthington, who gets fascinated with the Na'vi people's way of life. Although interest in Avatar has declined over the past 13 years, there is a lot of anticipation for the sequels, with director James Cameron's originality and relevance anticipated to continue in all 4 of the films. The success of James Cameron's earlier sequels to well-known series shows that the impending Avatar sequels will likely perform at least as well as the original, if not better. This is especially true considering that Cameron is helming the films. In the past, Cameron's sequels have been so good that subsequent movies seem to suddenly degrade in quality, which hurts the franchise. This is particularly evident in movies like Alien 3 and the suspenseful Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines, which had to follow Cameron's groundbreaking sequels right away and gave in to the pressure. The Avatar sequels could experience this, but they have the edge over other franchises because James Cameron will have complete control over the projects. The success of Avatar 2 will determine whether James Cameron's risk was worthwhile. Sully, who is now a Na'vi, Zoe Saldana's native Neytiri, and their family will meet new tribes, fight with a different human danger, and explore additional locations around the colorful moon in Avatar: The Way of Water. It should be possible for each of the 4 sequels to tell compelling stories because James Cameron and his team created a complete world of which Avatar simply gave spectators a glimpse. There is no question that people will attend the Avatar sequels, which are scheduled to be released every 2 years until 2028, even though the audience's interest may have diminished over the years. Cameron has had success with franchise sequels in the past, but there is doubt as to whether the Avatar sequels will genuinely measure up to the original. The 2009 film Avatar wowed audiences all over the world with its imagery and storytelling prowess, but since then, computer graphics have advanced significantly, and an increasing number of movies are showcasing the excellent use of CGI. As a result, the upcoming sequels to Avatar might not evoke the same sense of wonder. The success of Avatar: The Way of Water will determine whether or not James Cameron's bet on himself will pay off, as well as what to expect from the other 3 Avatar sequels. The 4 Avatar sequels have been filmed back-to-back, with the first one scheduled for release in December 2022. The previous and current timeline of the Avatar sequels. Why did James Cameron take so long? It's been 13 years since Avatar introduced fans to the world of Pandora, and the first of 4 sequels will eventually be released in December 2022. Avatar, a CGI-heavy sci-fi epic that quickly became the highest-grossing movie of all time, was hailed as a game-changer in 2009 and helped build the groundwork for today's franchise blockbusters. With a focus on visual effects, Cameron and Fox quickly announced 2 sequels after that burst of popularity, with a staggering $2.788 billion in the bank, which is hardly surprising given that Cameron had been discussing plans to turn the movie into a franchise if the first one was big enough, all the way back in 2006. The release dates dates for Avatar 2 and Avatar 3 were initially set for 2014 and 2015. However, they were later moved to December 2020 and 2021 before being postponed once again to December 2022 and December 2024, respectively. Avatar: The Way of Water currently has a trailer and a verified release date of December 16th, 2022. Thus, these dates definitely appear to be accurate. Avatar 2 will follow Jake and Neytiri's family and explore other areas of Pandora, with a particular focus on a location that exists underwater. Plot details are still mostly lacking though. The current release dates for Avatar 4 and Avatar 5 are December 2026 and December 2028, respectively. Now you know why the runtime of Avatar 2 is over 3 hours. What other topic do you want us to discuss? Inform us via the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.